Next I am explaining some questions related with the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So this is the normal, this is the plane mirror. Here a ray is incident and it is reflecting. So if the surface is polished and smooth, so regular reflection takes place. If the angle of incidence is 30 degree, what will be the angle of reflection? It's a direct question. Angle of incidence is 30 degree, so the angle of reflection also 30 degree. It is one of the characteristics of regular reflection. So in the case of regular reflection, the angle of incidence will be equal to the angle of reflection. So it's a direct question. So in the case of a regular reflection from a polished smooth surface, the angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. So always remember, the angle of incidence and angle of reflection takes place from the normal. Another example is plane mirror, normal. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, and here the angle is 30 degree. What is the angle of reflection? What is the angle of reflection? So here the angle is 30 degree. Here the 30 degree is from the surface to the incident ray. It is not the angle of incidence. Here 30 degree is shown from the surface to the incident ray. So that angle is 30 degree. How can you find out the angle of incidence? So you know that this total is 90 degree. From the normal to the surface is 90 degree. Okay. So this angle is 30 degree. So the remaining will be 60 degree. Then only total becomes 90 degree. So this is 30, this will be 60 degree, because the angle from the normal to the surface is 90 degree. So 30 is not the angle of incidence, it is the angle between the surface and the incident ray. So how can you calculate the angle of incidence? Take the difference between 90 degree and 30 degree. It will be 60 degree. So 60 degree is the angle of incidence. Then you can easily calculate what? Angle of reflection. So according to in the case of regular reflection, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. So it will be 60 degree. So always remember, all angles are taking from the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. They are taking from the normal to the incident ray, normal to the reflected ray. Don't consider the angle from the surface for calculating the incident ray and the normal. Calculating the incident ray, calculating incident angle and the reflected angle. Another example is plane mirror. This is the normal. If a ray passes through the normal, if a ray comes through the normal, or if a ray passes through the normal, what is the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection? So here the ray is passing through the normal. So the angle between the normal and incident ray, it will be 0. A ray is passing through the normal. A ray is passing through the normal. So the angle between the normal and the incident ray, it is 0. So angle of incidence will be 0 and the angle of reflection also will be 0. So if a ray passes through the normal, the angle of incidence will be 0. What is the reason? The angle between the incident ray and the normal, both are same. The angle between the incident ray and the normal, it is 0. Why it is so? The incident ray is passing through the normal. The incident ray is passing through the normal. So there is no angle between incident ray and the normal. So the angle of incidence will be 0. According to regular reflection, the angle of reflection also will be 0. So this is an important thing. So these are the some questions related with the angle of incidence, angle of reflection.